following year. From 2004, IIT started conducting the joint admission test for selecting candidates into the MSc programs. Every year, JAM is conducted by any one of the 7 zonal IITs or the IISc. This year, it will be organized by IIT Kanpur. Institutions that intake students based on the JAM score are the IITs, IISc Bangalore, the NITs, IIEST Shibpur, SLIET Punjab and the IISERs. On clearing this entrance exam, students can choose from various programs like the full-time MSc program, the joint MSc PhD program, the MSc PhD dual program and other post-bachelor's degree programs at different IITs and the integrated PhD programs at the IISc Bangalore. Candidates from any nation can apply for the JAM exam and there is no age limit to appear for this examination. Aspiring candidates must hold a bachelor's degree. Depending on the eligibility of certain programs, UG engineering graduates can also apply for the JAM examination. The complete list of eligibility criteria for the courses at various institutions are given in the description below. The General, OBC and EWS category candidates must have scored at least 55% or 5.5 out of 10 as the aggregate score, and the SC, ST and PWD category candidates must have secured at least 50% or 5 out of 10 as the aggregate score in the qualifying degree. This percentage is considered taking into account all the subjects including languages and subsidiaries from all years combined. If the CGPA or the CPI is calculated on a different scale, it would be linearly mapped to a scale of 10. The candidates who have either appeared or are due to appear for the final examination of their qualifying degree in 2020 are also eligible to appear for JAM 2020. The JAM examination has a duration of 3 hours and it is a computer-based test which is conducted only in online mode. A scribble pad will be provided for rough work and this has to be returned at the end of the examination. JAM 2020 examination will be conducted in 6 subjects, also referred to as test papers, which are biotechnology, chemistry, geology, mathematics, mathematical statistics, and physics. Candidates are advised to be familiar with these codes of the test papers as it will be required at the time of application submission, at the time of examination, and later at the time of admission process. The medium of all these test papers will only be in English. There will be 60 questions carrying a total of 100 marks. The entire paper will be divided into 3 sections A, B and C. All 3 sections are compulsory. Section A carries a total of 30 multiple choice questions. Out of this, 10 questions will carry 1 mark and the remaining 20 questions will carry 2 marks each. In this section, there will be only 1 right answer to each question. Section B contains a total of 10 multiple select questions. Each question carries 2 marks. These multiple select questions are similar to the multiple choice questions but with the difference that they may have 1 or more correct answers. The candidate will get full credit for each question only if he or she selects all the correct answers to that question. Section C contains a total of 20 numerical answer type questions. In this, 10 questions carry 1 mark each and 10 questions carry 2 marks each. For these numerical answer type questions, the answer needs to be entered using a virtual numeric keyboard on the monitor. No choices will be shown for these types of questions. In Section A, for each wrong answer to 1 mark questions, 1/3 of a mark will be deducted. And similarly, for each wrong answer for a 2 mark question, 2/3 of a mark will be deducted. In Section B, there are no negative markings and no partial marking provisions. And there is no negative marking in Section C as well. The JAM 2020 will be conducted in 2 sessions. The first session will be conducted from 9:30 AM to 12:30 PM, which will cover biotechnology, mathematical statistics, and physics test papers. The second session will be conducted from 2:30 PM to 5:30 PM and will cover chemistry, geology, and mathematics test papers. A candidate can appear for either 1 or 2 test papers. However, a candidate can appear for 2 test papers only if they are not scheduled in the same session. The JAM 2020 examination will be conducted in collaboration with 8 zones. The names of the 8 zones and the location of the examination cities and towns for JAM 2020 are given in the description below. Candidates must have specified their first, second and third choice of cities at the time of applying for JAM 2020. A center once allotted will not be normally changed. A request for change of center within the same city or town will not be permitted. However, in exceptional circumstances, a change of examination city or town may be permitted if a request with a valid reason for the same has been submitted. The application and registration process for JAM 2020 has already been completed. Hence, the students must have already completed the online application and document submission. The admit cards will be available for download from Jan 7th, 2020. The JAM 2020 examination will be held on February 9th. The examination results will be announced on the 20th of March. The submission of application form for admission will be from April 9th to April 22nd on the JAM 2020 website. The first admission list will be declared on the 1st of June. The second admission list will be declared on the 16th of June. The final admission list will be declared on the 29th of June 2020. All the admissions through JAM 2020 will be completed on the 3rd of July. JAM 2020 applications were made through the JAM Online Application Processing System. This JOAPS website provides an online interface to the candidates for interacting with the overall JAM administration process. All documents submitted must be in the format prescribed by the authority. Due to the limited number of seats, this examination has very high competition. Last year, around 84,000 people appeared for the exam for around 2,698 seats at various IITs and the IISc. This shows that for every seat, nearly 31 people competed. The acceptance rate is around 3.21%, and this makes it even more competitive. Year after year, the joint admission test is getting tougher and the aspirants must be aware of it and prepare accordingly. The best way to crack this exam is to start preparing as early as possible. Strictly follow the prescribed syllabus and do not deviate yourself from it. Focus more on the basics and master them. Then try applying these concepts to various questions. Concentrate more on the tough questions and find ideas to solve them. Solve as many questions as possible, and this will provide you the confidence to face the examination. When it comes to the theory part, learn all the derivations and definitions without omitting any. And just like